Matt Ray's he's had a lot of trials and tribulations. That's this episode's gonna be. We're gonna raise Matt Ray up a little bit. We're gonna give him 60 minutes of just nonstop energy for his all his life problems. Are you in? Are
Yeah.
you in, Cote?
Does this mean does this mean we can't talk about rocks? Is that
Oh
Rocks are
no,
out.
we'll
Rocks
be
are
talking
out.
about rocks and CPUs
Well, I was
and
gonna ask you, Cote, like
clusters.
that the rock episode did extremely well. Not that the content isn't just great on its
It was
own,
the
but
janitor
I
content.
I was a little surprised, but I think it comes from you put it in your newsletter, Cote, right?
wait?
Or
You
what?
you mean the downloads were extremely well?
I mean, a little bit high. I don't want to let's not get carried away, but I just think
Huh?
it did better. And I think I was I was wondering, like, I'm always interested. I never really have an answer like why episodes suddenly do a little bit better. But then I noticed you dusted off the old newsletter, right?
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
you linked it in there, and I was like, well, it's like
Well,
Cote's got some clout there on his
well,
newsletter.
well. Let's see. It tells you. It's supposed to tell you how many times people click on a thing.
All right. Well, maybe we can do some we can understand the power of the Cote newsletter.
I don't think it's that powerful.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, well, what else could be the
It's moving numbers, man.
I
Let's
was
see
like,
what.
what's the explanation, right? Because I never really know why suddenly things pop up. I always wish I knew, but I never really know.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like one
How many
person
opens?
clicked on it. One person.
One person, so that's
Yeah.
not the
Is
answer.
that is that the increase that we did? We double listeners? Is that?
See, I don't know. That's so weird to me. Then it's like this feels
Hey.
like back when I was doing a lot of product marketing and demand generation, where we would just look at stuff. I'd come up with these theories, and they'd never be right. And then I'd go in front of the executives. I never really have the answers. I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know why I did better
Yeah,
or worse.
it that kind of stuff is a mystery. I don't get it. And then you go see what's popular, and you're like, I don't get it.
So the
But,
janitor strategy, that was the rock episode, right?
Yeah,
yes. Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Maybe it
That's
was just I don't. Yeah,
I think it's
mean
the
that
janitor
one.
strategy. We were into some good stuff there.
right. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
You know,
okay, I understand. So this is my question then. It's like if we saw more downloads like later in the week, I'd be like, oh, word of mouth. That episode's getting a lot of like love. But then it was just, it was just higher on the initial downloads. And I'm always like, well, how did people just know like that moment? So this
Yeah.
is where it's maybe just it's just like they counted the metrics. A different way or
podcast
something.
magic is what it's called. Podcast magic.
Of course, it's podcast magic.
Let
so.
me. I'm gonna go check out our metrics. Always good here at the fireside. I
Yeah.
saw that we crossed like 1 million downloads a while ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
we had a
that's a
big
long time
celebration
ago.
on the show for that, man. We're like,
Well, boy, we would really know how to celebrate.
yeah, like we're like almost at to like we're almost to 1.3 million. I mean, look at that.
Can we
That's not-
celebrate like 1.35 or something?
Maybe we should do some kind of binary number.
Wow,
That's fun.
we've recorded 2 episodes since the Rock Talk episode.
Yeah.
Amazing. We've been
Surprised you
busy.
even remember that episode.
Apparently, yeah.
I think people like the rocks.
Uh-huh.
It was interesting.
We still don't know if rocks need to exist or not.
Well, we can't answer all the questions on this show.
No. Well, we gotta some professors on here.
All right, you guys good with the show notes? Did you, Matt? I don't know.
I'm sending this email.
I'm gonna see now. Does Fireside give us detailed analytics like where people click from? You remember
No.
referral logs? That used to be my favorite, but that just seems like it's not a thing nowadays. You just have referral.
Don't you think the
logs.
more you look at analytics, the less you learn that the less they really explain? It's just like,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's not, it's like, it's never that good.
I think it's also the reason why people just pay attention to like that one number of views or downloads, because really all the details are a little like kind of not worth it, and so you just want to know like if you get a big number or not.
Well, I think it's like the thing we always talk about. It's just it's almost like back to observability or something. It's just like it's just trendable, right? Like all you can really,
Yeah.
if you see huge spikes, that's our advance. I don't know, Cote, if you've noticed. That's why I like to release the episodes every day, always at the same exact time, because then the graph, as long as it looks exactly, they just kind of overlay. That's a very easy way for me to be like, okay, everything's fine, everything's normal, nothing
see.
unusual has happened. So that's my
Now which
that's
graph?
my root cause analysis.
Oh, the episode lifespan.
Yeah,
graph?
see how like it's like a little parallel action.
Yeah.
So as long as it looks like that, then I know nothing has really changed.
Yeah.
Now and then every once in a while, like you see these little bumps, like on day 3, the Rock episode got a little extra love, and I'm like, well, maybe someone tweeted it out, or
Oh yeah.
that, it's like, and then it kind of flatlines there, not flatlines, but kind of goes back to the normal thing.
Yeah. Huh. Well, that's fun. Reading analytics.
And this has been Podcast
All
Analytics.
Right. All right, email sent. So that should be.
All right, I'm going to close down these analytics so that I don't get distracted.
Do we put it in the Twitch that we're doing it?
Yeah,
I put it on the Twitter.
On the Twitter? All right,
I'll put it in LinkedIn. LinkedIn, that really just brings the love.
Yeah, talk about exactly.
Follow up on the metrics on that one.
Every time I look at the activity stream in LinkedIn, I get it makes me feel bad. Look at all these other people up to stuff. They're all like, I decided to start a new journey with Pants Incorporated, and and then there's people writing about this, that, and the other. I don't think it's that people are busy. I think it's that I have too many people in LinkedIn, so I see a lot of things.
When you start a new job, do you put in a little LinkedIn thing like, hey, excited to start a new job, or no?
I think I did. Yeah, I mean, I haven't started a new job in 7 years.
Yeah, that's always kind of an interesting question. Like, what do you rate?
Yeah,
I don't know. It's all right. So I'll put it in this.
Be like, I'm starting a new job. Thank you.
Right.
Please drive through.
Please call again. Please call again.
Please try my software.
All right.
I put it in the. There you go. I put it in the general. So there we go.
All right, you have an hour, right, Matt Ray?
Well, no, I just postponed the.
Oh, that's
call,
right.
But I need to go get on the call with. I need to call my insurance company.
The other people, yeah.
Yeah, to get a claim number, and then they will be in contact with my water damage guy.
Yeah. Well, I hope that all turns out well.
I do too, man. That sounds painful.
Just when the water damage guy is like, "Man, your renter's done you wrong."
Yeah.
I guess that's hard though. Like when you're not there, you can't do a walk around. I guess you have to have someone go over there.
We did a walkthrough right after they left, right? But it was, it wasn't I don't know. They didn't notice a drip, drip, drip.
Yeah.
And then literally we were trying to get, property management company out there, yesterday, and our neighbors just happened to go through and they're like, hey, was this water damage here before? And then they went around the corner and there's just mold everywhere.
Oh.
They went around the corner and there's a gushing pipe. They're like, no, I guess not, because this is new.
Oh, yeah. No, not a gushing pipe. Just, dripping into the walls.
Pipe.
Oh, man.
All right.
Man. Oh, now the dog wants some.
There it is. Now that's finally, that'll get us some Twitch views right there. Just the dog.
We're going to be up to 10,000 downloads for that episode. They'll be like, I heard they talked about a dog. And they edited that
That's what people want to know, man.
How the dog is.
All right. We got 2 ads, Coté. Just
Drata, the Trace Route podcast.
Yep.
Okay.
So
let me think about what do we got going on here. Got these. Got that guy.
And then I left this dagger stuff. I don't know, Matt, if you actually looked at it. I thought you'd
I did.
This in the same thing Q. I don't know if you have any experience there, but I thought you'd have some takes on that. So
I read a bunch of that stuff.
So I figured that's a good.
Coté, you're all over it?
No, not at all. I read it, but I just,
And then Coté, I don't know. This is sort of I feel like we talk about it every episode, but you did a little why we don't talk about Paz. It's I don't know. A little take off Bruno, right? We don't talk about Bruno. So
that's right. Very good. You got it.
I liked it. I enjoyed it. And then
people love that song. The first time I listened to watch that in Canto, I was like, this is not a very good movie. It's kind of all over the place, and the songs are the songs are more just people walking down the street singing. I don't know. But
Matt, the people in the chat are asking you a question. I'll let you answer it because I wasn't sure what you want to say. So I'll and then Coté, I don't know, man. I feel like I could do a full hour just on HR stuff this week between Intel and Goldman Sachs, but I don't know if that's even good content. I was just when I see these things,
of course it
so
is.
many questions. And then Matt, there's another one there,
HR.
kind of a wraparound topic for Matt is like, oh, AWS to me, the announcement is AWS Lambda works the way I thought it should have worked at the beginning. That was what I thought it was. So that was like the I don't know if there's a good take on that, but
yeah,
that'd be a variation of Kubernetes doesn't do this. I thought Kubernetes already did this. That was my Lambda take. I was like, I'm pretty sure Lambda should have done this from the beginning. But okay.
I tried to read that post while I was putting the baby to bed, and that just post went on and on and on, and I was like, what's the point?
Sometimes the headline says it all. That's the best.
I'll be right back. I'm going to relocate back to my desk. Okay.
Right.
So, give me like 1 minute.
Let's see. What should we open with now?
Oh man, this is gonna mess up the streams. Jeez, he just ended his stream. Oh no, Matt.
That's interesting.
Oh man, that's not good.
Well, should we all dial back? Well, that would be no good too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Huh. Well, let's see what this bottle of nuts has in it. Let's see. Now, which one would you advise, Brandon? I have this bottle of nuts. I think these. I don't know if these are nuts or like raisins.
That's a good question. I don't know. Let's say I'm not sure.
I'm gonna go for the raisins. I feel like that might be, or whatever these are. I feel like that might be unhealthier. But
yeah.
Did you ever learn how to open a bottle with like your elbow or whatever?
Nah, not particularly great at that.
Is that possible? I don't understand like how that even works.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, you know what, Coté, we are going to when Matt gets back. I'm gonna end the stream. We're gonna start another one. That way, I get the clean audio tracks.
I can see your mind going there, like, oh, I gotta sync this up and what.
Yeah, well, because I don't think it's gonna. I was like, last time it didn't really work that well.
Yeah.
So can't leave. You can't just leave the thing.
What did your kid goes to international baccalaureate whatever, right?
IB baby. Yeah.
What is this grading system they use? Like on a 1 to 5 and did they do
1
that?
to 7? 1 to 7.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 to 7, but it's like 5 is like you're doing well, and they kind of have 2 other like 6 and 7. They try to like promote like kind of like you've done something, let's say like I guess above and beyond, but that doesn't sound as good. It's just sort of like they try to leave something above it, like you've kind of done something unusual, right? Whereas, like a 0 to 100 is like, hey, I tested you on everything and you got everything right, but you can't really get above that, right? Like you take a test, you answer the question. So they're trying to. So that's kind of their philosophy. I don't know if it, I don't know. You can agree or disagree with it, but that's part of it. So it's like you can't. I think the advice for parents is like you shouldn't. Not that you're doing this, but you shouldn't just expect like the kid to get like all 7s, right? Because that would mean they're kind of doing something extraordinary for every assignment, which is kind of probably not realistic.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
All right, Matt, are you good? No, not quite yet. Nope, no mic, no volume, Matt. Still no volume. Dun, 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 dun.
Mike?
Yeah,
Mike?
Can you hear us?
Output. Yep, I can hear you.
All right. Are you all set, Matt? Because what we're going to do is I'm going to end this stream and restart it because you came and went, and so it like messes up the audio tracks.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody good? Everyone in a good place?
I think so. I can turn on a better camera if we want, but I don't think it matters.
All right. I'm going to end this one, and then for all the streamers, we'll be right back. All right.